Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, ask you never zero from the level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are studying Mandukyopanishad and we have completed in earlier two sessions the Agama Prakarana, the original Mandukyopanishad with 12 mantras, along with the commentary of Gaudapadacharya and Shankaracharya. Thereafter, we came to the next chapter, and that is Vaitatya Prakaranam. Vaitatya Prakaranam means what? All that we experience through the known means of knowledge is only an illusion, it is not real. Vaitatya Prakaranam. Now, when this is said, all that we experience is an illusion, then the absolute reality is also an illusion. See, everything is illusion. Therefore, in the last verse, we have come to this understanding in the last chapter. Tattvam adhyadikam društva, tattvam društva tu bahyatah, tatvi bhutastada ramaha, tattvad aprachyuto bhavet. What is the ultimate is, as much we recognize ourselves as real, that much we recognize everything as real. See? In other words, as much I recognize that in the right hand I am, that much in the left hand I am. Therefore, there is no difference or division or biasness on account of the availability of the relativity or dvandva, complementary opposite. So, tatvi bhutastada ramaha. Therefore, one has to come to this conclusion that mayeva sakalam jatam, mai sarvam pratishtitam, mai sarvam layam yati, tad brahma dvayam asmyam. Everything is in me, everything is contained in me, and everything goes back to me. This is the ultimate truth. Up to here, we have seen in our last chapter. Now we are entering the next chapter, Advaita Prakaranam. ओंकार निर्णय उक्ता प्रपंचोपशमा शिवद्वैत आत्मेति प्रतिज्ञा मात्रेण. In the first chapter, we were told about what is Om. See, in short, last time, if you remember, we indicated very easy to understand. We take any object like human body, and then for the children we have to teach them. So we take the head and draw an arrow and say head. Then we take another arrow from the stomach and we say this is stomach. Third arrow from the legs, we say this is legs. So one is the form, other is the name. The world is nothing but name and form. Drop one of them, the other doesn't exist. Therefore, whenever we see anything or anybody, the first thing is, what is your name? What is that? One point. Second point, forms are outside, names are inside. This mic doesn't know it is called as mic. It's I who knows the mic. Therefore, when it is said, the world is nama rupatmak, the world is nothing but name and form. Now, between these two, name and the form, what is under our control? Forms are not under our control. What is under our control is the names. Names means words. See? Therefore, our Mahamantra, if you remember it, देखो सुनो मत बोलो. See, here, no comments. World is not created. Friends, real spiritual life is a process of undoing and unbecoming. We don't have to do anything to become divine. No. But we struggle and struggle. Therefore, first this was told that there is one reality. The same reality is expressing as the form as well as the name. Nam Rupatmak. Now take one small example before we go further. We have done this already. See? Colors and forms have no existence without the vision. If there is no vision, no colors and forms. See? So where from the colors and forms come out? They come out from the vision. So vision is with me and colors and forms are outside me. Therefore, vision is the cause, colors and forms are the effect. Cause is not influenced by the effect. Cause is independent of the effects. But the effects cannot exist without the cause. Therefore, you are so many of you in front of me, seen by my vision. If you become 10,000, will it be a burden to my vision? Oh God, so many people know my eyes are tired. No. And if you all disappear, who cares? It makes no difference to my eyes. See, my friends, the day you are able to catch this point, that everything comes out from me, then jnate dvaitam na vidyate iti cha. And once you come to know this truth, then the relativity has no value. See? Like after the conditioning of the father, wife, and the son, a man is referred as the son, the husband, and the father. But has he become 2, 3? No. And who is miserable? These 3 non-existing entities. And is now husband wants to do sadhana so that he is a man. Now what sadhana he should do? Divorce. Kill wife. Think. See, my friends. Therefore, all the issues of our life are only because of incomplete thinking. Think properly. When you think properly, the questions or issues or problems do not exist. See? Therefore, तत्र द्वैत अभावस्तु वैतथ्य प्रकरेण स्वप्न माया गंधर्व नगरादि दृष्टान्तैः दृश्यत्वाद अनंतत्वादि हेतुभिः तर्केण च प्रतिपादितम्. So here in the second chapter we have seen that how this world is an illusion, like the examples of the dream or the mirage waters, etc. That was explained in the second chapter. न अद्वैतम किम आगम मात्रेण प्रतिपद्यतम आहोस्वी तर्केण अपि इति एतन आह शक्यते तर्केण अपि ज्ञातुम. So is it only by the authority of the scriptures, we say that the world is an illusion, I and the self is the reality. Is there is no logic behind it? Yes, there is a logic. Now here we have to take one caution. The logic means tarka. Tarketam ma kutarketam. Logic must fall in line with the scriptural authority. Now to understand this, take this example. Once I was with some judges after the talk was over. So I was introduced. Swamiji, he is justice so and so. He is justice so and so. I said, you call yourself justice, but you do only judgment. You don't. Your justice is not a judgment. See, the person suffers because of your wrong judgments. So what is the difference between judgment and justice? See. Then they explained me, Swamiji, we have to work in the framework of the law books. We cannot go beyond the framework of law books. In the same manner, logic must fall in the framework of the scriptural authority. Otherwise, we will destroy ourselves. Because vado na avalambyaha. One should not take refuge in logic and argument. Both these things, logic and argument, they are inconclusive. You cannot conclude anything. One logic will be destroyed by another logic. See, therefore, this logic or the intellect is a knife with both sides sharpness. It will cut you whichever way you use it. Therefore, tarkena api shakyate jnatum tat kathamiti etat advaita prakaranam arabhyate upasya upasanadi bhedajatam sarvam vitatam kevalaschatmadvayaha pramarthiti stitam atite prakarane yataha. Now, it is said that this logic we are now taking, and what is the logic, what is the dvaita, is karma and upasana. These are the two things, karma and upasana. Now, most of us are so much buried under the burden of karma and upasana, and what is the purpose, what for it is done is not understood. So here, the first mantra tells, Upasina shrito dharmo jate brahmani vardhate prag utpattehe ajam sarvam te nasau krupana smataha. See? Now the one who is upasana ashritaha dharma, the jiva, the seeker, the individual is all the time engaged in upasana. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. You continue to remain in the relative world. See, if you remember, initially I had told you, 4 places people gather. Number 1, free entertainment of Bollywood, Hollywood, Tollywood. Huge crowds. Second, hospitals. Huge crowds. Do we get any invitation from hospital? We go ourselves. Huge crowds. The third place is the temples. Huge crowds. Now, who goes to the Hollywood, Bollywood? Bhogi. All the time want extroverted indulgence and pleasures of life. Who goes to the hospital? Rogi. Unhealthy people. And the third place, the temples. Who goes there? Those who are kami. They want their desires to be fulfilled. Therefore, it is rightly said that outside the temple and inside the temple, both the places there are beggars. External people, they are begging before another beggar. And the inside beggars are going, and we tell a big list to the Krishna. Krishna, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Sashtanga Dandavat. And then you remember, oh, I forgot one thing. Again you get up and again second one. How much are you going to ask? Here you'll get a lot of crowds. But if you go to the gym, you will never get crowds in gym. Because healthy people go to the gym only to maintain the health. In the same manner, Upanishadic study of Upanishad is not for any Tom, Dick and Harry. Therefore, it is said, Upasana ashrita dharma jate brahmani vartate. So, this person who are engaged in this upasana, they are maintaining their self in the relative world. And you will see in karma upasana, this is the most important topic. Last life, this life, next life. Birth, death. Heaven, hell. Sin, merit. They cannot go beyond it. Buried in that. Because they are caught up in the logic. See, friends. Therefore, upasana shreto dharmo jate brahmani vartate prag utpatte ajam sarvam tena asau krupanaha smutaha. Therefore, before the creation, see, Paramatma is always there. Paramatma is not created. But not recognizing one's infinite nature, he is seeking. Another important point. When you seek something, you have declared you are bankrupt. Don't seek happiness. Discover happiness. And for discovery, you don't have to go anywhere else. What we get from the world is the pleasure, not the happiness. Real happiness is independent of things and beings. Therefore, pragutpattehe ajam sarvam tena asau krupanaha smataha. Therefore, such a person, krupana means what? Krupana means who is all the time asking something or the other. Two things are the worst thing that should never be entertained by anybody in life as a spiritual seeker. Two things. Number one is deenata. Second is heenata. Heena means, oh God, I don't have this. Oh God, I don't have this. See? And those who have deenata, I have, but I wish I get something more. He'll give one. Remove these two things. You will be happy 24/7. See? Heenata and deenata. Whatever we have, we are not aware of that. You must have seen and told your children also. When for the first time their tooth falls, their tongue goes to that place where there is no tooth. So the mother's tell, don't take your tongue there. Like a pig's tooth, it will come out. Don't do like that. So, where the teeth are, there the tongue doesn't go. Where the tooth is not there, there the tongue goes. In the same manner, that Anantakoti Brahmanda Nayak Paramatma has given us everything, the human birth. About that we are not aware. See, what we don't have, that we talk about. See, friends, such ungrateful people are miserable in life. Therefore, they are krupana, they are considering themselves to be extremely unfortunate, and therefore they will be going to the temple, do this upasana, etc. Sabhayabhyantaram ajam atmanam pratipattum ashaknuvad avidyaya deen atmanam manyamanaha jatoham jate brahmani varte tad upasana shitaha san brahma pratipatse iti evam pratipannaha krupana bhavati yasmat. Because one imagines, I am born, I am unfortunate. Only one thing, whole spiritual practice is learn from your own every experience. Don't have to go anywhere. Learn. Do we have the experience of birth? Do we have the experience of growth? Do we have the experience of death? Do we have the experience of our absence? What you want? This experience of yours is God realization. In this experience, no known means of knowledge are used. Sense organs, organs of action, mind, or intellect. None of them are used. But the experience that being is uncontaminated. See? Ataha वक्ष्यामि अकर्पण्य जातम समताम गतम यथा न जायते किंचित जायमानम समन्ततः. इसीलिए to come to this akrupanata, to come to this frustration of having something less, or I don't have this, I don't have that. Friends, if you really want to walk spiritual path, try this. No security in life. We take care of so much of ourselves. Then Uparwala is without any job. You must have seen, when your kids are not busy, they trouble you, is it not? When they are busy, they will not trouble you because they are busy. Keep him busy. If you don't keep him busy, he'll trouble you. See? Therefore, ataha vakshamanam akarpanya agrupana bhavam ajam brahma. Therefore, one has to come to recognize this reality is infinite, complete. There is nothing lacking. And this is what we have to establish. Tadhi karpanyaspadam yatro annat pashyati anya shrunoti adyan vijanati adalpam tad martam asat. See, wherever there is a sense of otherness, wherever there is, we hear something, we see something, we do something, we are reducing ourselves to the finite. Like, for example, I am here, I am not there, I reduce myself in space. I am now here, earlier I was not, later I will not be. I reduce myself in time. See? Only this body I am, that body I am not. I reduce myself in object. See? Now, what is that which makes us different from each other? Is it that I am a sannyasi, therefore I am made up of complete 5 great elements? You are grastas, therefore you are made out of 3.5, sometimes 4, sometimes 2.5. Is it like that? What is the difference? I also have hunger, thirst. You also have hunger, thirst. I also get a health problem. You have got a health problem. I also have kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. Where is the difference? See, but we are trained to focus attention on the differences and not the common substratum. See, my friends, therefore, yatra anyat pashyati shrunoti anyat vijana tad alpam. Wherever there is a sense of otherness, we have reduced ourselves from the infinite to the finite. Vacharambanam vikaro namadheyam mritika eva satyam. Mandukyopanishad says, we are looking at the pot, and we call the pot by different names. This is a saucer, this is a cup of tea, this is a container, but everything is clay. So, although we are lifting the pot, but essentially we are touching the clay. Although we are telling this is a nose ring, this is a ear ring, and this is a wedding ring, names are different, shapes are different, but everything is gold. But we are so much enchanted by the variety and glitter of the names and the forms that the substratum which is supporting that is forgotten. Like, I get so much disturbed as a son because of my father, but I forget I am a man first, then son. Then I get so much disturbed because of my wife as a husband and supper, but I forget Because I am first a man, then the husband. So what is the spiritual practice? Only remember what you are. Has the husband to create a man? Man is the reality. Husband is born. He is not real. Therefore, when the wife dies, what happens to husband? Nothing happens. He gets married again. See, friends. Take life lightly. Don't become too serious in life. Therefore, tad viparitam sabhaya bantaram ajam akarpanyam abhutam brahmakyam brahma. Therefore, that which is undifferentiated because of inside and outside, that is the ultimate truth. Now, one more experience of ours. Now, I am here, you are there. Now, this is 2022, Monday, 19th. In deep sleep, where are we? When are we? What are we? How are we? But we are there. And what is the experience of deep sleep? I know nothing. But how we explain our experience? I had a good sleep. See, friends. So the real happiness is when you drop everything. Tyagi neke amrutatva manasha. Therefore, this relative world, we get so much involved and influenced by that nobody can help us. Therefore, nobody is created. How nobody is created? There is no birth of Jiva. This is called Ajatavad. Nobody is born, nobody grows, nobody dies. See, when you are not born, where is the place for go to hell and heaven? You are not born. See, so this is the most important and deep topic. Be very attentive. Ajati brahma akarpanyam vakshamiti pradijnatam tat siddhartham hetu drushtam cha vakshamiti aha. Now, we will tell you the logic also, how we say that nobody is created, nothing is born. Atma hi akashavad, jiva hi ghataakashai iva uditaha, ghataadivaccha sangata hi jatau etan nidarshanam. Now, example is given. Now, this example I explained to you in different ways. See? This example, Ghatakash, Mahakash. Now take this, it is easier to understand. We are inside the hall, and inside hall there is a space. If there is no space, we cannot be here. Outside also there is a space. So what is our understanding? Or what should be our understanding? The hall is in the space. But because we have given undue importance to the walls, therefore, out of the infinite space, we have created 1 BHK, 2 BHK. You know, Bombay people's happiness is, I am going to add one more bathroom to my 1 BHK. Are daridri. Space. See? So, actually, the pot or the hall is in the space. Therefore, external space, internal space. Now, suppose these walls are broken, the pot is broken. Will the hall space or a pot space go out in search of another pot? No. When this body dies, will the one who is expressing through the body will go out of the body in search of jaun to jaun ka? But you will see the yoga people, then the karma kandi, and then devotion, and then this siddha marga, going out of the body, and then the soul goes here and there, goes to the water, nothing happens, go to the fire, stones and bricks and everything, and then it comes back, and it is connected with the Bluetooth. I have seen that video, one person in Australia, where he was coming for my talk. He said, Swamiji, this is a very good meditation video. Please see. I said, okay, keep it, I'll see. He knew I am not going to see. So he was insisting, no, you have to stay with me and I will also explain you. I said, I am not that dumb. I can see also that. So he said, so I had no choice. I had to see that. So that person, very nice animation, not real animation. You can do in animation anything. Avatar comes in animation. So that man is lying in a shavasana. That is the only asana referred to the human beings. All are animal asana. See, he was lying in shavasana, and then the music started, and then the subtle body, they call it astral body, not astral body. Sorry, see, the astral body is slowly coming out, and then there is one cord, blue cord, touching the umbilicus of the man sleeping, and this blue cord connected subtle body comes out and then goes for half an hour, 45 minutes. You keep on going here, going there, like the fish in the aquarium. And I could never understand what I had to see. Then he said, Swamiji, how you like it? I said, I have tremendous entertainment. See? Remember this most important. You neither go anywhere nor come from anywhere. Everything is happening in me. Be attentive. Childhood body has come, gone. Teenage body has come, gone. Where did I go? Middle-aged body has come and gone. Did I go anywhere? Old body will also go. Who cares? Even if you want, you cannot die. Death is an impossibility. And therefore, birth is equally impossibility. See? One smart child, he took me to his room and he showed me so many beautiful things he has made out of those plastic blocks. Somebody see how beautiful it is, isn't it? I said, what is the use of saying you are not going to give me anything? No, you take whatever you want. I said, I don't have a house, so I'll take this house. He said, wait a minute, I'll give you. Then I only take out my blocks, okay? You take the house. See? Is house like any object? When the body dies, the individual air merges in the total air. Individual heat merges in the total heat. The individual waters merge with the total waters. The individual earth element goes back to the earth. And the space which was occupied by this body, it is released for others. Who dies? My friends, after having studied Vedanta, if you talk about your death, what you have done till date is Ganga ji mein beh gaya. Nothing is wrong. Even if you want, you cannot die. मरने भी नहीं देते. See, friends. Therefore, Atma hi akashavat jiva, gata akashavat. So total space, individual space. In the same manner, Atma is one. The truth is one. But that one truth, because of the conditioning of the walls, here the conditioning is the body identification. And what is the conditioning? Desha Kala Vastu, time, space, object. These are the three burdens we are unnecessarily carrying. All the time worried about the figure. I want to reduce my figure. Be fat, Motu. You will never see a fat person miserable. And you will never see a bony person happy. All the time. Eat nicely, become fat. It is posthumous help. When your body will be kept on the fire, you will not require additional fuel. You have got built-in fuel. See, friends, laugh at the death rather than worried about the death. See? So, आत्मा ही आकाशवत् जीवे घटाकाशे उदितः घटादिवच्च संघात ही जाता एतन् निदर्शनम. Therefore, when the pot is created, in that pot we have to add water, we have to add flowers, we have to add something. Do we have to add space? We don't have to add space. But then we'll give a DOB, date of birth of the pot. And whole life goes in potting only. Get out of that wrong notion, my friends. See, we are never born, nor do we die. Remove this theme. Last life, this life, next life, birth, death, hell, heaven. Other than this, you try to talk. What is religion? See, when the railway bridges were blasted during the British rule, it was considered as the act of patriotism. The same action is done today. It is considered as an act of terrorism. What is the truth? In this world, nothing is right and nothing is wrong, like in the dream. Therefore, we have to get out of this wrong notion. So, Jiva is like the pot space. Paramatma, limited by the Deshakala Vastu, time, space, and object, therefore is called as the Jiva. When these three things are discarded, in the deep sleep, there is no Jiva. There is life, but there is no body. Jiva is a body. And body is only miserable. To make it still simpler, man is Paramatma, the son is the soul, the Jiva. The same man is Paramatma, the husband is the Jiva. The same man is the Paramatma, the father is the Jiva. Has he ever become three? Think over it again and again. And then you will come to know those who are miserable are these three non-existing entities. See? Therefore, all the spiritual practice is disidentify from wrong notions. Continuing further, Ghatadishu pralineshu ghatakashadayo yatha akashe sampraliyante tadvajiva ihatmani. Ghatadishu pralineshu, when the pot breaks, then ghatakasha akashayo yatha, the pot space merges in the total space. Be very attentive. When the pot is the pot space not one with the total space? It is. See? So while we are in the body, that time also we are equally divine. When the body drops, we gain nothing. See? When the space is in a temple, is it a holy space? And the space is in the toilet, is it unholy space? Both the upadhis, temple or toilet, are supported by the same space, but our attention is not on the space. See, like I am seeing so many of you. Now you are seeing so many things here. Attention is on the multiplicity. But have we ever thought, what is the reason I am seeing you, so many of you? Because I am indifferent to the space which is creating multiplicity. If my attention goes on the space, all the differences disappear. See? So space we are experiencing, but we are not aware of that. In the same manner, our being, unborn, unchanging, unending, ever present, एष सर्वेषु भूतेषु गूढ़ोत्मान प्रकाशते दृश्यते तु अग्रया बुद्ध्या सूक्ष्मया सूक्ष्मदर्शिभिः. Kathopanishad says the truth is abundantly available all the time, in all the places, in all the situations. But for that, agraya buddhya, we have to have the subtle understanding. See? This is what is said here. Gatadishu pralineshu, when the pot breaks, then gata akashadaya yatha akashe sampraliyante. So the individual space merges with the total space in the same manner. Tadva jiva ihatmani. In the same manner, when the body dropped, then the self was always the divine. The limitations are discarded. See? We are all living only in these illusions that I am body, when I die, where will I go? And such books are very popular. See? What happens after death? One person asked me this question, Swamiji, these days I am having a fear. What will happen after my death? So I kept quiet. No, you are not telling me. Please tell what will happen after my death. So I told him, first to die, then we'll decide. No, don't tell me like that. I am having great concern. I said, my dear, when you are alive, has anything happened? Think over this. Before we were born, was anything lacking in this world? When we will die, there will be nothing lacking. Our parents have gone, grandparents have gone, great-grand. What other difference it made? Neither to the world nor to us. But ahankara vimudhatma. But we have the arrogance. Because of me, the world is moving. See? Therefore, akashe sampraliyante tadvajiva ihatmani. Therefore, remove this notion that body I am, and when the body dies, I go out of this thing. You must have seen in many pictures they show Bhagavad Gita. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhiras tatra namuyati. Then the pictures are shown. A small zygote then becomes a embryo, then it becomes a baby, and then it is delivered, then it grows and slowly becomes straight and again start bending, and then he dies, and then from there something comes out and in search of where to go, and then he enters another body. Again the story begins. This is entertainment. This is not the truth. It is so, you should be very clear about it. See? Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayantyapah, na shoshayati marutaha. See? Achedyoyam adayoyam, akledyo ashoshya evacha, nitya sarvagata sthanu. This is what the truth is. Achaloyam sanatana. This is our essential nature. But this part of Bhagavad Gita is bypassed. Similarly, in the 13th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna says, Kshetratnyam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. I am alone expressing in and through everything and being. See, like electricity says, I am alone expressing through all the bulbs, through all the cameras, through all the mics, through all the fans. Because of various upadhis, electricity has not become one. And when one bulb becomes fused, the light from that bulb doesn't go into another bulb. Everything is in me, but I am not in anything. See, all colors and forms are in my vision, but if they are there or not, it makes no difference to my vision. All the sense organs are in my mind, whether they are functional or not, it makes no difference to the mind. See, in the same manner, everything is in me, but I am not influenced by them. Whether there are 100 parts or million parts or no part, it makes no difference to the space. Therefore, the self is never conditioned permanently by the body. Now, here one more point I'll tell you. It's very important to understand. We cannot stop reflection happening in the mirror. You stand in front of the mirror, it will come. See? But there are two entities. One is you and me, we stand in front of the mirror. And other is a bird or a dog. He also stands in front of the mirror. Both of them see the reflections. You cannot stop it. Now, what is the difference? We see the reflection, but we don't take it as real. Therefore, if the mirror is broken, reflection looks very funny, but we don't become bad, feeling bad about it. But the bird or the dog, he takes the reflection to be real and starts fighting. Meaning what? Living, accepting, I am body is not the problem. We cannot remain without body identification. We cannot remain. I am talking to you through body identification. You are you are listening to me. It was a slip of tongue. See? But you cannot sleep with body identification. So you are listening with the body identification. Then what will happen? I will start thinking, I am a lecturer, and you will start thinking, I am a listener. Samsara begins. The truth is that we is expressing as a speaker from here is the same one expressing as a listener from there. When this knowledge is firm, there cannot be any arrogance of any kind. See, friends. Therefore, the self is untouched by anything in this world. See, today I was in ISKCON temple, I was sitting there, a very beautiful thought came. See, this is my hobby. When you stand in front of the mirror, go and working on exactly what is that reflection or what is the mirror. So the reflection is untouched by the mirror. Mirror does not touch the reflection. Therefore, you cannot improve the reflection. If it is a dusty mirror, the reflection appears to be dusty, but it is not, because it is not there. See? And if you remove the mirror, reflection doesn't go along with the mirror. Therefore, mirror does not have past. Mirror doesn't have history. Mirror is always in the present. So remaining always in the present is total freedom from attachment. Attachment is what? Going in the past or worrying about the future. In the utter present, no attachment. Therefore, our Mahamantra, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. See? So, the reflection and the mirror. Mirror is not attached to the reflection. Reflection is not attached to the mirror. One thing. Second thing, the same mirror becomes everything. The same mirror becomes the human being, the animal, the river, the mountains. Everything is the same surface. So look from both point of view. Because it is merely appearance, the mirror is not attached to the reflections. And reflections cannot influence the mirror. Because reflections are nothing but different expression of the same mirror. So when you are touching the reflection in the mirror, you are in fact touching the mirror. Be attentive. Therefore, when you touch Shiva Linga, when you touch Bhagavan Krishna, you are not touching the statue. You are not touching the Vigraha. You are touching Paramatma directly. See, Maharaj, this Advaita is not opposed to anything or anybody. That is our essential nature. Like the vision is not influenced by the green, red, yellow. No. The truth is not influenced by man, woman, young, old, healthy, unhealthy, nothing. Like the space. Either space attached to the four elements? No. Either space against the four elements? No. When changes happen in the four elements, either space influenced by them? No. Now what sadhana the space has to do not to get influenced by any one of them? Nothing. Therefore, real spiritual practice is undoing. Don't do anything. Relax. So important, my friends. Therefore, how this Atma, the self, the Jiva, is not attached. यथा एकस्मिन् घटाकाशे रजो धूमादिभिर्युते न सर्वे संप्रयुज्यन्ते तद्वत् जीवा सुखादिभिः. Now here a question is raised that if the jiva is Paramatma alone, if one jiva is miserable, then all the jivas will become miserable. If one soul is happy, all souls will become happy. But it doesn't happen. Why? Because example is given. In one pot there is Ganga Jal, Ganges waters. Other pot there is liquor. So because of this Ganga Jal, all the pots will become holy, limited to that pot. And in other pot there is the liquor, therefore all the pots will become unholy. No, it is limited to that. See, and be attentive. And who is unholy? Not the space. Even when there is water, Ganges water or the liquor, even then it cannot touch the space. Exactly the same way. Whether we are seeing the Vigraha Bhagwan Sri Krishna or we are seeing the Vigraha of a useless criminal, because of that our vision does not become contaminated. The thumb rule is illuminator is not influenced by what is illumined. When eyes are illuminating the green color, eyes are not becoming green. When illuminating the red color, eyes are not becoming red. When illuminating the white color, the eyes are not becoming white. Illuminating the misery, nobody becomes miserable. Therefore, non-attachment is our natural state. Attachment is an illusion. There is no attachment. If there is attachment, we cannot go to sleep. You must have seen some kids, they are too much attached to their useless, those soft toys. All the time, no, I will go to sleep with this teddy bear and all. Up to some level, but afterwards, everything is rejected. See, the day you recognize this, attachment is an illusion, then play the game of life, Karnataka, like a drama. Like what? As you are doing now, as if listening. See, friends, you know, in the earlier days, ladies were not coming on the stage to do the ladies' parts. The most famous one is the Bala Gandharva in Bombay Theatre. So he was a man, but he was famous for his uh, uh, feminine parts. He used to be very extremely popular as a woman. So when he is a man and putting on the dress and everything and makeup like a woman and talk and do everything, that time also he never forgot he is a man. exactly the same way. We can never forget our divinity because we don't have to remember. Remembrance and forgetfulness is in the purview of the mind. Therefore, you cannot say, I remember me. No, I know me. I remember when I was a child. Mind. I don't know what is going to happen in the future. Mind. But I am is not a thought. Therefore, you don't have to remember. Then what you have to do? Forget everything. Then you come to a point, what cannot be forgotten is you. See? यथा एकस्मिन् घटाकाशे रजो धूमादिभिर्युते न सर्वे संप्रयुज्यन्ते तद्वज्जीता जीवा सुखादिभिः. So like one pot is contaminated, that doesn't mean all the pots are contaminated. In the same manner, somebody is good, somebody is bad, doesn't mean that the Atma has become good or bad. See? कथं पुनः आत्मभेद निमित्त इव विवाहारा एकस्मिन् आत्मनि अविद्यया कृत उपपद्यते इति उच्यते. Now, how come one self, one absolute reality, how it can become many and how it is possible? Kindly explain. This is said now. रूप कार्य समाख्याश्च भिद्यन्ते तत्र तत्र वै आकाशस्य न भेदोस्ति तद्वत् जीवेषु निर्णयः. See? Because of the upadhi, the conditioning, one space is called by many names. North, east, west, south. Four corners. The north, east, north, west, south, etc. 8. Up and down 10. One space is indicated by 10 names. So is it that the north is holy and the south is unholy? Is it in the Western world there is no sunrise and in the Eastern world there is no sunset? Think. We can never have the experience that we are growing. See, the other day, some people met and then old people discussion is what? What is your age? So he asked, can you guess what is my age? So the other person, maybe you are about 72. Then you have to add this many. Oh, that means you are 85. Now, who is this 85? Bodhi, Gujarati. See? All the time, body, body, body. There is no other theme in life. See? And then we become so proud. See? I am doing yoga. I have never fallen ill. The stone also never fallen ill. The dead bodies never fall ill. If you are having health issues, that means you are alive. Congratulations. See? But we get lost only in these non-essentials. Therefore, Rupa Karya Samakhyascha Vidyante Tatra Tatra Vai. Because of the names and the forms, somebody is called as a human being, somebody is called as an animal, somebody is a mosquito, somebody is a crocodile. Because of the differences. But principle of life is same everywhere. About this, I had given long time back one very good example which happened in my life many years before. I was in Delhi sitting in somebody's veranda, heavy raining, evening time, and there are so many the insects coming and like these 2 or 3 tube lights, and I was enjoying everything. So because of the insects, from somewhere one small lizard came. And then she started her prayer, Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavi, Brahma Agno Brahmana. Dinner time. So when the prayer was heard, the insects started running here and there. And she was also running after them. When that baby lizard was running, Then the Gunda Dada, he came. Strong lizard came. And because of that, the baby lizard ran. And in that running, she fell on my hand. Then I also ran. And then I discovered this principle. The insects, the expression of life, somebody will kill me, I must run away. Then the small lizard, oh, this will kill me, I must run away. And me, the biggest lizard, oh God, they may hurt me, I may run away. Expression of life is common everywhere. Live at the life level. Then name dveshosti na priyaha. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Is it not true? Vision are common and same to all colors and forms. Is it not our hearing ability? Whether it is a Ramanama or it is a abuse, equally heard. Whether it is a good smell or a begone spray, the same thing, the same nose smells. Good thought, bad thought, the same mind. See, friends, waking dream, deep sleep, samadhi, the same eye. Therefore, because of the conditioning, it appears to have become many, but no. Akashasya bhedosti tadvad jiveshu nirnayaha. Therefore, jiva is soul, and what we understand, soul means what? That soul is human, holy soul, unholy soul. It is nothing like that. Soul is expression of the divine through the conditioning. The day we catch this point, husband is the soul, man is Paramatma. The mother-in-law is the soul, the woman is Paramatma. And who is miserable? These souls are miserable. Make a soul curry and enjoy. Don't become too serious about this thing in life. Therefore, now what is this jiva, the soul? नाकाशस्य घटाकाशो विकार अवयवो यथा नैवात्मनः सदा जीवो विकार अवयवो तथा. Now be attentive. The part space is not a modification or a part of the total space. Again, I am repeating. The part space is not the modification of the total space, nor it is a part of the total space. Infinite cannot have parts. Earlier, our 1 rupee used to be 64 paisa. Now the same 1 rupee became 100 naya paisa. In one, many is always imagined. It's not real. And that manyness on account of the conditioning. Therefore, the same space is called as the pot space, the toilet pot. Space. It has not changed. So this is to be clearly understood. Na akashasya ghatakasha vikara avayavo yatha. So the part space is neither the modification of the space nor it is a part of the space. Exactly the same way, naivatmana sada jivaha vikara avayavo yatha. Therefore, the jiva is not the modification of Paramatma, nor it is an extension of Paramatma. Meaning, jivo brahmaivana paraha. Part space is nothing but the part space is nothing but the total space alone. But because we are giving too much importance to the parts, therefore we are talking about part space. See? All our knowledge is with something which is specific. I am man, woman, young, old. I am Indian, non-Indian. I am rich, I am poor. I am educated, I am overeducated. All specificity. I am that nobody talks about. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is not becoming extraordinary. Remain ordinary. There was a great Mahatma. He lived many years in Brazil. He was in India for many years, then he went there. So I also went there. So he was telling his experience. When he was walking on the around Narmada river, he saw one Mahatmaji sitting comfortably, and this young boy who was going, he looked at him. These people simply sitting, wasting their life, not doing anything for the society. He went here. After half an hour, again he came back to that Mahatma. He said, I want to become Mahatma. What I have to do? The reply was, there are many Mahatmas. Become human being. Don't become extraordinary, my friends. Real spiritual life is remain ordinary. But we want to establish ourselves to be someone extraordinary, and samsara begins. Because space is ordinary, not opposed to anything, doesn't hold on to anything. Is it not? We support waking, but we don't hold on to waking. We drop that also. We support the dream, but we don't get influenced by it. That also we drop. We drop we support the deep sleep. That also we drop. We hold on to nothing. This common denominator supporting all the experiences, matta, smriti, jnanam, apohanancha. All the four experiences, waking, dream, deep sleep, and samadhi, this I is worthy of knowing. This is what is said here. That is, I is not the jiva, but it is Paramatma alone playing the different roles. Like man plays the different roles. With reference to the father, he plays the role of a son. With reference to the wife, he plays the role of a husband. In the same manner, we all have to play the roles. Therefore, all the issues of life can be answered and sorted out by one word. Life is either Rama Leela or Krishna Leela. Leela means everything appears to be happening, but nothing is happening. Ours is a Satsanga Leela. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamev Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.